these guys in the so-called truth community have sold their souls is because they're making a profit out of it. That's it. There's no intellectual justification for a digital currency, that basically enables the worst in humanity. And this is what the next step is. I've said from the very beginning, it's a digital test tube baby for, the ultimate mark of the beast, global domination of what they want.
What the fuck? Seriously? You guys know that I'm real as fuck. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, I'm real as fuck. But, I mean, the audacity on this guy to come on my show to talk to me after I've been giving him all the trouble, and the main source of... Hi, my name is Defango, aka Manuel Chavez III, aka Frank Schwellington III, and I am a Bitcoin shill. I shill for Bitcoin every single day. And now we're going to go ahead and watch this video that this guy, John Telnot, made, saying that he unwittingly exposed me as a CIA Bitcoin shill.
I've been attacking bullshit my entire life, so I have no problem doing what I think is right, regardless what other people think.
Legend. Satoshi Nakamoto began working on the Bitcoin concept in 2007. While he's on record as living in Japan, it is speculated that Nakamoto may be a collective name for more than one person. In November 2008, a link to a paper written by Satoshi Nakamoto titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, was posted to a cryptography mailing list, and this was the start of Bitcoin. In the beginning, everyone said it's a scam or some kind of weird multi-level marketing crap, but soon a tiny community formed in a small forum called bitcointalk.org. In June 2011, WikiLeaks and other organizations began to accept bitcoins for donations, and then many companies followed. So this was the first step from Bitcoin as a useless coin to a global, easy-to-use payment method. And now, 5 years later, almost every company accepts Bitcoins because they are so hyped. And also, there are a lot of payment providers like GoCoin, Coinify and BitPay and many more, which trade your Bitcoins or altcoins directly into cash and transfer it to your bank account for a kinda small fee.
In fact, 3 days before the June 19th Bitcoin flash crash, $500,000 of Bitcoin were stolen. I even finished that article by saying I wouldn't be surprised to see their value drop over the course of the day as the news spread of the theft. And 3 days later, the flash crash happened. The theft and the flash crash happened right around the exact same time that the Bitcoin boys did a special presentation with the CIA in the middle of June. And of course you have to ask the question, who bought all those Bitcoins at 1 cent the day that it crashed? Now things start to get interesting. Towards the end of this interview on May 10th, an interview, by the way, that catapulted Bitcoin up 50% on that day from $4 to $6, Gavin openly discusses that he will be giving a presentation about Bitcoin in the middle of June to the CIA.
Has the FBI called you guys, the CIA? Have your phones been tapped?
Actually, I'll be giving a presentation talking about Bitcoin at the CIA, at CIA headquarters in Lansing, Virginia, in the middle of June. So Bitcoin has definitely popped up to the intelligence community's radar, and I'm going to be very interested to find out kind of what their concerns are, and try to find out a little bit from them of what do they think of Bitcoin. I mean, it's
they invited you, you contacted them. How did that occur? CIA.
They contacted me.
Really?
So
how does that occur? You get a phone call and it's like, hi, this is Jason from the CIA. Would you mind coming down here and telling us about your open source project?
Actually, kind of, yeah. They actually have they have basically what's a venture capital firm that's owned by the CIA that invests in startups that they think might be useful to this or interesting to the CIA. So
yep,
this
I know it.
Person from
In-Q-Tel.
In-Q-Tel, that's them.
So In-Q-Tel was the intermediary.
Yep, they're the intermediary, and they I believe they have something to do with organizing. They have an emerging technology conference they put on for the intelligence community, and this year they're talking about money, so they're very interested.
You're getting a decent fee. So that's the history. Defango. Oh, and Defango has some kind of like mass trolling ability where I was getting blown up by 1 million Skype accounts at the same time. My chat was getting spammed up, which I think was tied to him while working with Dave Swigert. And then All Seeing You also, who was sort of a free agent but teamed up with that group as well. So that's the history. Okay. This is, you're lucky you're tuned in. Hopefully we'll get more people who can see this so Defango gets some fame from it.
Heartache.
So, all right, let's talk.
Okay, all right.
What I want to...
People are loving this. Hold on. Let me get you up. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Let me go to my big thing here. Hey, man, thanks for joining me. God, it was
no problem,
awesome. Bro. I'm so glad. You know who told me you were on? First of all, was Grace. She was watching your show. Really graceful. And anyway, I was tuned in, and I happened to be driving home listening, and I heard that, and I thought it was so epic. Like, it was as epic as the first show I ever tuned in of yours before I had you on the first time. So
awesome. Wow. Well, cool, man. I wanted to do that for you because, like, I didn't forget what we talked about back in the day, and I was like, cool. Like, I remember telling you very clearly, I was like, I get what you're saying. I was like, but I have to go through my process with these people. And, like, I was very, like, aware of what's going on. And, like, I don't, like, dislike Robert as a person, but, with what just happened there, it's like, I don't want people to, subvert my platform. But when people are asking you to delete comments and do all these other things that I'm just not going to do, like, I just stack that in my, side satchel for later. And when I was talking to him today, like, I had reached out to him. He was talking about how he wanted to do a video. He was pissed off at Libertas Victoris because they just did a video about some, like, pedo shit that he didn't want to be out there.
Really?
And promoted their channel. And then after this, like, I'm just like, okay, so what do you want? He's like, don't talk about the lawsuit. And I'm just like, well, I don't have to talk about the lawsuit. And I was like, you put me into the lawsuit because you were telling people that I was going to be at the front of it. And I was like, I don't even want anything to fucking do with this guy. He's been attacking me. I was like, I'm ready to deal with this on multiple different fronts from multiple different people, and it's whatever. But ultimately, like, I was trying to figure out exactly, like, what his overall position is. And that's what I try to do with everybody. I'll give everybody an open shot to talk to me, but you can't, like, look at that situation and not understand that I'm sitting there legitimately watching what these people are saying, writing things down, taking notes, and, trying to build, like, a proper dossier of sorts, like, because these interviews, the way that I conduct them is, number one, I'm doing it for my channel and my viewers so that they can see, me ask the hard questions, because I will, like, I will ask you that one thing that nobody wants to ask, and even if you ask me not to, I'm still going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I want to know. And, with him, I mean, he's a decent guy, but it's just there's just a lot of variables out there that are really weird. And then the whole shit that happened with Goodman, and then I got roped into it, and I'm still, getting beat up by Quinn Michaels every now and then. And, if Jason sees something even negative going over his way, like, I don't have any, ill will to the guy. I just want him to stop putting my picture on the back of an ass of a pig, or I want him to stop saying that I try to fucking hack him or something when I, like, clearly did not. Like,
you're talking about Jason Good
swaps and all that other stuff. They're out partying because they made money, and that's what these crypto guys now are. They're partying because they made money, not because it was morally correct or just, or that they benefited the world. They got theirs at the cost of somebody else, and that's what I see going on.
I'm gonna go ahead and end this call, bro. And honestly, I can't believe that you really went there. So honestly, ta-ta. What the fuck? Seriously? You guys know that I'm real as fuck. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, I'm real as fuck. But I mean, the audacity on this guy to come on my show, talk to me after I've been giving him all the trouble, and the main source of heartache in my life is all because of this man. So if I'm the least important person that this guy's gonna talk to, he's a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, Robert, you're a fucking idiot. And everything that you've just said to me just basically has proven that I don't need to do anything more.
What's
to
up?
help you out.
Well, hold
in
on.
Any fucking
Should I keep
Because
playing this?
after
Hold on.
your, clear.
Yeah, play it.
Okay.
Clear.
Manipulations and everything that I've had to deal with, I'm just like, fuck you, dude. You know, and I'll go online and just say it, because, you know, you have issues with your people, but if you think that you can sit there and talk to me like that and act like I don't already fucking know everything that's going on with your situation, you could go eat a dick.
Eat a dick.
So, yeah, you know what? Honestly, Robert David Steele is a very, very interesting individual, but he's been a source of a lot of heartache. It was when I emailed him, but the only reason that I got in contact with him is because somebody else told me to go email him. And I'm going to give LTV some props there on this one, because, you know, he was just like, I had the same thing happen to me, but I
Thanks,
didn't
man.
interview him. And, you know, like, I interview him, he repeats the same shit over and over and over again. He's talking about how other channels and other people are more important. You're like, really, bro? You know, we're just sitting here trying to have a conversation. I was going to be helping you with, trying to maybe help you with Unrigged, but I'm not really trying to deal with that stuff anymore. So, you know, and I've spent a lot of time reading his information, and yeah, I do read it, but, you know, sometimes I don't really feel like it's that good. He might be the father of open source, but after he talks like he doesn't know anything about Bitcoin, he doesn't know anything about the things that really matter in open source. So you could be the grandpa of open source all you